Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Set. 60 on.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Watch the out.
Check. 80 weapon.
Check.
Get it.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double time. Hey, you got 3 out.
Hey, 2.
51 to the mark, boy. 51.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade.
Look at me. Go. Now.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the screen.
Jones on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's our time.
Leo!
Off the play fake. Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. A very solid gain of 27. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Big grip.
That's complete to Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. Crunch. Check 20.
They'll try the left side. Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a give right side. Swift. And some room to maneuver. A gain there of 21 yards. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught by Bryant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
50, 20. Check, 20.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check. 5.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 32.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
32. White.
He's coming.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Blue 16.
Drop deep.
On first down, Swift. The star at nearby Michigan, Jabril Peppers in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Monday. Slam. 61, matchbox lights.
54 Mike. Switch up. Mike's 50.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Protein spill. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Lions, first down.
280.
First and goal.
32. Hey, 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Come on. He's coming. We got double up. Hey.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, Orbit. Topper. Hey, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Kill.
Get it.
Jones now operating from the gun. And this is Shepard on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Sterling Shepard. Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, boy.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Know your job. Go, Mike.
Snap.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. The 20. That's complete to Gallman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
51's the mic. I'm trying to collect.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
22. 32.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now a give, right side. Swift finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, easy, easy.
One set. Check, Mike.
50.
54. It's coming this way. Hey. Here we go. Check 99. Check 99.
X3. 218. Chopper.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Jones now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Screen. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Look at me, zipper.
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
2nd and 4. Looking for Shepard deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's checking. Crash.
On 1st down, Swift. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Watch out. Switch.
They'll try the left side. Swift, and they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 22. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, no dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
16-yard line. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shift, shift. Shift, shift.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They come up in an offset eye.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 59!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey! Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Get ready. Get ready.
Rock it.
Check 24.
Hey, exit. Hustle, hustle, 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
After the interception, here's Stafford. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
17-yard line.
Set. 280.
51. On yard.
Big 20.
Check 52.
80 weapon. 0.
From the 17, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, reception. Down he goes. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Here's Stafford. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Elsewhere, 2nd half is underway up in Orchard Park. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
Stay 50, stay 50.
From the gun, Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Tate. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 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 hey.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming, I'm coming.
Stand. Step.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
51's the mic, 51's the mic. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Gone.
Alert 3.
Jones operating from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Tight dog.
General West. Omaha, ready to move.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Fresno. Pick the edge.
Stafford now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Down to lose one.
On third down, Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Sponge. 40 got. Hey. Undercrush. Give me radar. Undercrush.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 7 yards there and a first down.
The tackle by jgoode973's. A gain of 7. First down. Giants.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From just shy of midfield, Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go, dude.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. Forced out to his left. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Lions, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. Now they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.